That's it.
There's the energy I have left.
Yes.
This is our fourth episode this morning, right?
Well, no,
Yeah.
the other ones are not going to be. We're not going to call those.
but
We're
I mean,
the Bruce Tar, the
fourth
toy
segment.
thing
Fourth segment.
is one.
Yeah.
We're taping our fourth segment.
Fourth
Two
segment.
two individual
Right.
videos,
Right.
one podcast. Really, basically promoting the toy Bruce Senator Tar 104.9 Toy Drive.
Toy Drive.
And now we're going to get to our regular
Our regular scheduled
program. This is GloucesterCast. Where are we? 309B?
Yeah.
Yeah. 309B?
Sure.
And everybody's
3.5.
left us.
309.5.
309.5.
0.5, there we go.
There you go. We talked to Sugar Mag's representatives, the Georgia Hart and
Her daughter.
Stephanie Tashi.
Yeah.
We spoke with
Jan
Jan
Bell
Bell and
and
Gloria
Gloria
Parsons
Parsons.
about the Middle Street Walk.
Mhm.
We talked. We talked about with Bruce Tar, Megan Merlin, and Aurelia Nelson about the toy drive, and now we're talking regular Gloucester topics.
Now we just cluster talk.
Yeah. Pouring rain. We're a little bit tired.
It's pouring out. We
Yeah.
had a
Nobody
delay.
brought us trees.
Nobody, there's no trees.
I'm hangry. I'm hangry. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
quite honestly, I'm hangry right now.
But for the benefit of the listening audience, we are going to
We're
buck
gonna
it up.
power through.
We're going to power it through.
Power through. I have about, instead of having like maybe a half hour, 30 minutes of editing, I've created a good hour and a half worth of editing for myself. So that's awesome. Coming off of a hangover from the roast beef taste-off that Jimmy was part of.
Yeah.
Very well organized.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did a
that
great
was
job,
great.
boss.
The
And
best one yet.
You put it together, and everybody had assignments. From
And everybody did them?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
From picking up the roast beef
That
to when
doesn't
we
always
got
happen.
there.
Normally these are the instructions I give when we do this. We've done a cheesesteak bomb challenge. We've done pizza challenge. We've done all kinds of challenges. This one was a Cape Ann roast beef challenge.
Okay.
And it's very important for everybody to order the same
The
exact
same thing.
way.
Yes.
Because one of the categories is price divided by the weight per ounce.
Right.
And so that we can grade, get points for, everything's weighted. But everybody took their assignments seriously
Oh, good.
and just ordered the two things, not extra items, so we could make the calculations.
Right.
And in the end, I'm very happy with the way the guys took the judging seriously, because the other part of the judging that's important is no one knew there were A, B, C, D, and E.
Mm-hmm.
No one knew which ones were which,
Right.
and no one gave certain sandwiches like really low scores in categories that would skew the results. Because if you gave a sandwich a 0 on there really should not be any zeros.
Right.
Like for something to be a 0, say in the visual appearance category,
it would have to be-
like dog poop instead of a sandwich.
Right.
That would constitute
That would
a
be
0.
0.
But no one's
Right.
putting dog poop,
Right.
poop on a plate.
Right.
So you're really kind of in the middle to the high range. A perfection would be a 10. Can you really achieve perfection? Really like a 9. So anyway, everybody took their assignment seriously, and I think in the end, the right winners, because only 2 points separated first and second
Yeah,
place.
that's interesting.
2 points out of a potential 600 points.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
So it was like a 1A, 1B.
Can you reveal or do you,
Yeah, we can talk about it. The winner
Even though
was.
that's a statistical. That's essentially a tie.
It really is a
Yeah.
statistical tie, but it was 1A and 1B.
It was live. You can look at it live.
Yeah, so we did.
Because
So
that's what
for
Pat
the
was
first
looking at.
time, we did Facebook Live.
face feed thing?
Start to finish, we did 2 clips: the judging, and then we did the result
Right.
video.
result
And
video.
yeah, I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah.
The winner was Mike's Place with a score of 463 points. Rockport House of Pizza with 461 points. That's 1A, 1B. Then number 3 was Greg's. Greg's Place was number 3.
Greg's Place, where's that?
Greg's Place is across from the train station.
Oh, okay.
That place that you never think to
Yeah,
go to.
no.
But people say good things about it. Fourth place was Firing Up, and in last place was Supreme Roast Beef, which was kind
Supreme
of
roast beef is the diner.
the old diner.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So we had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, it was good.
A lot of fun. Dogtown Books reopened, and did you go to the?
We did go yesterday to the opening, and
some young blood in there.
Young blood,
Young
and did you go?
No,
Yeah.
I was taking photographs along Main Street, and I saw what was
When
going
you
on, but
saw
I was
that.
trying to get
You-
some magic.
You take
I
one
was trying to get
step
some magic
inside the
shots.
doorway, and immediately you feel a different energy. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people stopping in and very impressed with. They've done a lot of work in there in a pretty short amount of time.
Yeah.
And they had a nice special going yesterday, 20% off. So I came out of there with
Oh.
three reference.
What did you get?
These are going to be my reference guides. This is called The Gloucester Guide, a retrospective ramble by Joe
that is a
Garland.
great book.
This
I
is-
have that one.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
What year was
great
that?
book.
What year was that
This
one
is
put out?
for the 1973. It was for the 350th anniversary.
And I think they're going to reprint it for the 400.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good find then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they all are. This Waterfront, also for the 300, was published, I think, by the bank, by
It's in the book.
Cape Ann Savings Bank, also for the 350th. But
What
it
year-
focuses on. It's called Waterfront.
What year?
It says published by the Cape Ann Savings Bank
But-
in commemoration of the 350th anniversary of Gloucester.
But it talks about it's waterfront around the wharves of Gloucester in the last days of sale, and it concentrates on the 19 teens.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Yeah, and it has a lot of pictures and things like that.
I remember when I was, I'm going to guess and say like 13 years old or something. There was a bunch of years in a row where they printed a bunch of books in that format. It's like a
Which is a
rectangular
paperback, yeah.
paperback
with
rectangular
a lot of pictures.
with a lot of old photos. And my dad would get them every year, bring them home, and I found them really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very photo-friendly format. don't you
Yes.
think?
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And there's like, so it was always fun to look at the pictures and kind of in your mind imagine. Just kind of put it up to try to recognize where in town it was,
Right.
especially the pictures of Main Street.
Yeah.
and stuff.
And I also got a Gloucester Master Mariners Association yearbook. They have several of these, and I happened to pick up 1944 because it was in the mid-range of the available yearbooks that they had there. And this has a lot of old ads in it, which I always love to see. Powered fishing vessels of the North Atlantic coast by motor and by steam, and who runs what, and what the distances are. Radio phones on fishing vessels, all kinds of really cool
Interesting
stuff.
artifacts.
Yeah.
When you see the ads, it gives you a real sense of what a period was like.
Yes,
I find that
yes.
very interesting.
I
too.
love looking at the
Yeah,
ads.
yeah.
So
I used to collect fashion magazines.
there you go.
Vintage fashion
Yeah,
magazines.
and
they
the
would have-
ads themselves would
they would have
speak to the times.
Yeah,
And
they
yeah.
really do.
So I was able to pick these up at 20% off because it was their opening, their grand opening. So we were very happy about that. We welcome them to the community and wish them well.
There you go.
And I'm sorry I can't remember their names.
You know what? I
geez.
think Catherine did a couple posts.
Yeah,
about them, so it would
I
be-
feel bad. I
if,
can't remember.
if you want.
You didn't have to say you didn't remember their
No.
names because now we're kind of like no one would have really thought about that,
No,
but now
yeah.
everybody knows you didn't remember their names.
Yeah, nobody knows the
Everybody,
truth.
everybody forgives you because we all.
Now I feel
forget
like I
names.
have to. I got to look it up. Now
Okay.
because,
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate
feel
Well,
that.
I'm looking at a picture in that book that says the Slade Gordon branch of the Gordon Pew extended along East Main Street, which is now the Benjamin A. Smith Playground.
So that's this place. You saw
Yeah.
the thing that you sent me?
Yes.
First was the smokehouse up against the sidewalk. Slade Gordon was
But this,
primarily
it's
a
like,
packer of
it's like
saltfish.
1911 or something like that.
And there's a big
Yeah.
picture in the area.
Yeah.
We probably could point out.
There'd probably be a post.
Lucas and Caroline.
Thank you.
Lucas and Caroline,
Thank you, Lucas and Caroline. And
owners. Is there a last name?
I think they're
I don't know.
different.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? They're not married. They're not a couple.
Well, I don't know. They could be.
Interesting. And there you
They
go.
did a
But it
thing
was-
last
They
night.
could be a couple with 2 last
Right,
names.
right.
They did a salute to the previous owner last night.
Yep.
And
Bob Ritchie.
Bob was
That
Ritchie's-
name I remember.
Bob
He was
Ritchie's
there,
been a
wasn't
friend of the blog, fan
Yeah.
of the blog
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
long
yeah.
time. He's been
So-
listening.
So I'm glad
Happy
to,
retirement to
so,
him.
yeah, we loved going there before.
That's what
We're
he's
going to
doing.
continue to love going in there.
Good guy.
That was fun.
Yep.
Good guy. Quirky guy.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
guy.
And is this the place? We also went to a holiday fair yesterday. There were about a zillion
A
of them.
zillion of them. Right.
Yeah,
Which one did
yeah.
you go to yesterday?
We went to the Lanes Cove Lutheran Church.
Oh,
Oh, I see where your
Did you get
segue
some-
was going
Did you
here.
get some miso bread?
No, we got there very late. They only had
Okay.
about a half an hour.
I think they made like are they the ones that made like 90 loaves, or was that the other?
I think that was the other
other
one.
one.
Yeah, that was a different one.
I'm waiting for Tony Gross to bring me
Oh,
my
yeah.
annual.
Nice.
Oh wait, I think his might be Swedish coffee bread or whatever.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't say
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're the same exact fucking thing, but you can't say to the Swedish guy that it's Nisu, and you can't say to the Nisu guy that it's sweet.
It's
The other one,
Finnish.
they both
Finnish.
lose their minds,
I think
even though it's packaged the same way, it looks the same thing, but you can't say
They
it.
were featuring
Nisu
chowder.
Nisu is Finnish, right? I think Nisu
I
bread
think
is
I
Finnish.
think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Same shit.
But it was a different.
It's awesome.
It was a different holiday fair.
The way
It's
they
all
eat
good.
it is to
What
cut it.
What does
and-
it have? Cardamom? What gives it that unique flavor? I can't remember.
I don't know. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, we should do a thing where we. Oh, I have the next challenge.
Okay.
A rating. We could do this. The different ethnic breads. So there's Anadama.
Yeah.
Right.
There's the Nisu,
Right.
whatever the Swedish coffee bread, whatever they call that one.
But the Portuguese bread is
The Portuguese sweet bread is
Yeah.
maybe a,
Really good.
and then the Italian the semolina bread.
Yeah. Ooh, that would be fun.
Do we have any French? I don't know if we have any. There's very little French in our town, huh? We don't have a French bread baker.
Not really.
Really.
So
Well, we have Alexander's bread. They make French bread. They make delicious French bread.
yeah, there you go. Maybe we'll have them.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
that'd be fun.
That'd be
You know,
an interesting
so
one.
Jim and I were. Was it you in the house? We were trying to figure out what the next one should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had this conversation. We're like, like to Gloucester, right? A steak bomb is a Gloucester thing,
Right.
right? Okay, well, it's not
Yeah.
just a Gloucester thing, but it's like,
Right.
there's different things, the iterations of a steak bomb that are very. You can judge that, right?
Right.
And the roast beef, very similar, different places. You know what you're kind of looking for.
Right.
And we were trying to think of another challenge that we could do that things are very similar, but might be pretty. What? Well, okay,
I'm
Pat.
just what comes to mind between the bread you're talking about and the similar is something like coleslaw, because that is is
It's so
essentially the same thing,
Right.
but it's
it
very
ranges.
different in
It
different
ra-
places.
Right,
Joey's
right.
giving me an he doesn't think so look.
Well,
But-
one thing we haven't done
I
for
mean, I
a
like
very
eating
long
coleslaw,
time.
but it's not like a
One thing
local.
we haven't done for a very
Oh, that's
long
true.
time
It's
was
not
the
very-
original lobster roll one. We should revisit that one.
Mm.
I think.
Lobster roll challenge.
Yeah, I love rolls.
You know what the problem for me with the lobster roll challenge is that I have all these customers, like restaurant, that buy lobsters
Oh
from
yeah,
me,
yeah.
and I
might be
can't
awkward,
take it.
yeah.
I can't
You
take
can't.
that.
Oh, that's right.
Like no one, I don't deal
Right.
with anybody that does roast beef sandwiches. So.
Right.
Right.
Because
Oh.
I
could
even
do-
suggested in the roast beef challenge that we only announce the top 3 and not
Yeah.
say
Oh,
the bottom
bottom
two.
two.
Yeah.
And I got overruled on that.
Yeah.
But
No,
you
I.
pick like the top 5 from around the area, so it's the top 5 out of
Right.
Yeah,
bunch
I
of-
mean,
a
No,
bunch
that was
of-
the only five.
The argument behind that, Joey, that when you said the top 3, but the guys did bring up a good point that just because someone came in 5th doesn't mean, they're last in the challenge, but they're still really good.
And they're
And
still
it was
going
just
to
that-
have their fans. 'Cause
That's
their
why
fans
they
are
wanted
not
it
gonna-
out.
And
So
can I
that's what they
mention
brought
it
up.
was all old white men doing it.
Oh,
There were no females.
right.
There were no,
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we
There-
go.
Yep.
There's a little
So-
microcosm of the United States
Yeah,
where
there we
every
go.
white male is
Just
evil.
saying.
Yep, there
It's
we
a
go.
white
Do you
male.
find out why I had to leave? You asked me yesterday. Okay.
I'm just saying,
We
there's
had to
nothing
go
wrong
there.
with
Had to
how
go
you.
there.
Yeah,
Couldn't
no,
help yourself.
Couldn't help
Couldn't
myself.
help yourself.
It was pretty darn obvious in the video.
Men are evil.
That they were all white.
White men are evil. Only
They're
white
all
men.
men.
Only white men are evil. Only white men are evil. There can be no good
I
white
hope it
men.
was obvious.
Yeah.
God almighty.
Wow.
Anyway, let me
You're getting
finish
your
the
digs
story
in,
about
Kim, aren't you? You're feeling good about this.
the church
I'm happy
ladies.
that she's getting him in.
We
I'm
got,
happy that
we
she's
got to
getting
this
him in.
holiday fair late.
Then she
Your
can't
turn.
cry. Then she can't cry and take things personally and get all teary-eyed
You're gonna
and
call
doe-eyed
Chris
on me
back.
when I make fun of her.
we got to
That's what I do.
Get ready.
How did this get turned around on me? Pat said?
Because you're falling off the chair laughing.
That's all right. She loves it.
How
She's
did
eating
it
it
get
up.
turned on?
She's eating it up.
You got
She's
me in
eating it up.
trouble.
Kim and I are going to plan a challenge, and we'll invite.
Oh, we did Bloody Mary challenge. Remember that?
Oh, that was fun.
We
That
did
was
a Bloody
really
Mary
fun.
challenge. We did Gloucester's
missed out
Best
on that one.
Bartender
But
challenge.
also we could do that at EJ's. We could do the lobster roll at EJ's because it was kind of like at EJ's.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want the unwashed masses at my house.
We,
Just joking.
anyway, to finish the story about the
You mean
holiday fair.
Your listeners.
We got there late, and they were starting to clean up. And Jim he wanted to help out. They had the lady says there's a dollar table over here, so he goes and he buys a little item for $1, and he's gonna walk away with it. And the lady insists that he take a bag.
And Kim,
And this is the
this
bag.
is the bag. So Kim,
Would you
read
like to
that
read
out
it?
loud.
Say.
Read it out loud.
What does it say?
It says, foldable leather thong that is travel friendly and comfy. So what is in here?
The bag that they gave him to wrap up his little item at the holiday fair is a thong. Thong bag.
Oh my God! So they didn't know that.
So it's a
Well, I don't
so that
know.
bag was carried around someone's personal travel thong.
And what is that? So what is the top line? Glam vintage soul.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Yeah.
get it. It's
We
just
didn't
going
notice
over her
that
head.
until we got to the car.
The
but
nice Catholic Lutheran holiday fair
Yeah.
is passing out felt bags that are to carry personal leather thongs. It still doesn't register.
It
It
could
doesn't
be.
register.
It does, but
It doesn't register.
It does, but it's very unusual.
That's kind of the point, right?
Yeah.
Can you call Chris
She's
back
ruined the
up?
whole bit.
Call
She
Chris
ruined
back
the
up.
whole bit.
Chris would be.
Well,
God bless her.
I'm surprised.
She
that we
scolded
just
me
read that.
before.
Yeah.
Wait. We have to go back up. So before we started the segment with Bruce Tyre, she had to come and say, "Listen, I hope we're going to be a little bit more appropriate this time." As if Bruce Tyre has never heard a swear word in his
I
life.
didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said, I hope we have a lot less poop talk.
Because
I was hoping for
she's
the
scared
same
to
thing.
death. Like her pristine reputation is going to
No,
be tarnished
it's
somehow
not that.
in front of Bruce Tyre.
No, it's just.
Let's be honest.
No, it was just too much last time. It was just.
We
over the
never
top.
added so many. I'm going to tell you something. We never added so many subscribers as we did last year. We never added so many subscribers. You think they want to?
They were listening,
I'm gonna-
and they'll never come back.
Oh,
We love.
they
them.
have to
Also,
physically subsube. They have to hit the button
They wanna
and give
know.
their email
and
address
how
to
many- How
subscribe.
many people never will listen again?
I get notification when they unsubscribe.
I'm only
We didn't.
teasing you.
They want to hear about the foldable leather.
No, you know what they
thong that is
really want to hear?
travel-friendly.
I'm going to tell you what they want to
That's
hear
what they
about.
wanna
They want to
hear.
hear us talk about the plovers for 45 minutes.
Which I never
We
do.
lost more dog lovers on this
That's
podcast
true.
over the past
Those poor
summer
dog
than we ever going to lose from poop talk.
Yeah.
But we support the we support the
you
plover
gained a
talk.
lot of you gained a lot of people.
Did we
who-
though?
Yeah.
Yes, you gained a lot of people who are very supportive
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
animals. We're going to be having a lot more plover talk coming
So
up.
this Lutheran church.
So yeah.
I've got to meet
So
the
this-
ladies
I'm
a little
sure
bit
the
more
ladies
now.
didn't even know. I'm sure.
I don't know. I think they wanted to get it out
If
of
you
there
heard
because
this
they
lady
insisted.
Because I was walking away and kept going, I don't need the bag. And she goes, no, bring that over here and please place it in this bag. As I'm walking, I'm reading it, I just died
The
laughing. I wanted to walk back in.
leather thong travel case. And they at the Lutheran Holiday Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As a
I
bag.
just read that out loud.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
That was pretty.
Yep.
That was pretty tricky there.
That was
Julie.
just a little tricky. It's a lot of words. Every
What is
single
this?
word.
What is this sip and shop event at
coming
Rivers
up
Bend?
Tuesday.
Where is Rivers Bend? What is that?
It's where you get the Essex River Cruise.
Oh, okay,
There's a
yeah,
restaurant back there,
okay.
and it's a nice large building.
Have
And
you-
what attracted me about it was on a weeknight, and I didn't have to pick from a zillion other events that were going on at the same time. And it's Tuesday night from I think it was it 4 to 6 or
No,
It's
5
not
to
in
8.
the main
December
causeway.
4th,
It's
5
you
to 8.
go around.
You have to go
on
in and around like
around.
you're going
Yeah.
to the river
You
cruise.
know who the chef of that is?
No.
It's the same person who
Frank
has
McClellan?
L'Espalier.
Was that Frank McClellan?
Yeah, I think so. And then he had
He had the farm to table
the
dinners or
farms,
something.
right? Yeah.
Oh,
Was it
And
Aprilla
then-
Farms?
No. It was
forget
Apple
what they
Street
did.
Farms.
Apple
or
Street Farms, yeah.
And then he
They would have
opened
those
that, but I
dinners.
don't know if he's still involved. I don't know if it's still his or not, but I know he's the one who opened it.
It
Yeah.
seems like a nice venue.
I never think to go there, but it looked like a nice venue.
Yeah, I
I
think
kind
I'm
of
gonna
should
try
make
it.
a point to go there this winter.
Seems like a good.
Yeah, so we have a link to their that event in the show notes. You can go check that out. Kim is looking for Lobster Trap Tree family photos, and she is the new administrator of the Lobster Trap Tree Facebook page. She's going to post the photos both on Good Morning Gloucester and on the Lobster Trap Tree Facebook page.
That'll
So-
be fun.
Yeah,
So
Wouldn't it be
even in
fun
I bet you're looking for
yeah.
like so we can some from the first lobster trap trees and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
any photos, previous photos, and then and you know how everybody loves to take a picture of themselves or
Of course.
of their family in front of the lobster trap tree. So I thought it would be a fun thing to do
Mm.
to add that to their new
Has
Facebook
it always
page.
been at that location?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have the lobster trap tree lighting. Is that next Saturday?
It's next Saturday, the end of the Middle Street Walk, December 8th at 4:30. And they usually pretty much start right on time. And also, I forgot to mention during the Middle Street talk, it's supposed to be a beautiful sunny day. It's going to be a little cold next Saturday, but so far the weather forecast looks great. Looks like it's going to be sunny. So
There you go.
that'll be great for everybody.
It will be great.
You know, I have to ask you something. You know, Aurelia told us about her trip to Italy, and she said they had New England lobster. They were served New England lobsters.
Yeah, of course. You don't get those
But
anywhere
guess
else
what?
but over here.
Guess what? She said the lobster was this big.
Oh, it's small?
Small,
Yeah, really
yeah.
small.
Those are probably Canadian.
Oh, the Canadians don't have the same rules that we do?
I don't want to sound idiotic. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's probably they were it's someplace that not here, or they were just. She probably doesn't normally see like chicken lobsters that are 1 pound lobsters. 'Cause
No,
when
she knew she was like the body was like that big around. She knew
and they
it was
weren't crawfish. They were
yeah,
definitely
no,
lobsters.
they were
Oh,
definitely. She knew.
Maybe it was from a different part of Canada or Grand Manan. I'm not.
You don't.
I should know. I don't know.
No, it's just
So
really
I'm not going to act.
curious.
I'm not one of those people that like acts like they know exactly what they're talking about when they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
There's people that are one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh yeah, it's definitely this. Yeah, and act like it's factual and it could be
No,
completely
It's
bullshit.
better just to say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know. So there you go. I don't know. That's a quick one, but we have so much we produced so much content this
Yes.
morning.
Yeah.
We got here. Well, I got here at 20 after 8. You got here earlier. It's 3 hours of content.
3 hours of content and content production.
Yeah.
So there you go, people. GloucesterCast 309 P, I guess. I don't know what that is. Go to the Toy Drive, buy Missy go to
Sugar
Mags
Yeah.
on Ladies' Night. Get her charcuterie
week.
boards.
Yeah, it's a big
It's a big week. The
Right.
Big week.
The
Middle
fifth
Street
is
Walk is
full
next
of-
week.
The
The
6th
Wednesday's the gravy contest and the open house at the boat port, and there's a third thing I'm not thinking of, something in the afternoon in between, because I said we could do all of those things. Thursday is ladies' night, right? Friday, nothing's coming, but big day on Saturday.
Big day on Saturday. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I had something in my head. No. I think that's it, guys.
Save it for next week.
What's that?
Save it for next week. If
Save
it's
it
not
for next
timely. Or put a flyer. Or put a flyer up.
Watch your deliveries, folks.
Yeah.
Uh,